Hi there. Writing and recording this video reflection is a sad time for me today, as it is another of those last things that I will do here. My time at the cathedral is drawing to a close. Caroline and the children and I will soon move to Great Barton as I begin as Vicar of Holy Innocents and St. Peter's churches, Great Barton and Thurston respectively. As a family, we've experienced our fair share of change during the journey through my training and curacy. House moves, of course, leaving friends and making new ones, school moves, some of this in the middle of a global pandemic. None of it easy, and all part of this odd and wondrous calling from God into the priesthood. Well, the entire world around us is in constant flux on many different levels. The cycle of life and death, the evolving of creatures and systems, both natural and human-made, the ending of things and the beginning of things, new understandings and new discoveries. And yet, for some strange reason, we seem desperate for permanence. Humans very often strive for much around them to remain the same, even as we discover and experience new things and new knowledges. There is present a need to remain in one place, in one mode of being, with the same circumstances, and refuse to change. We are all guilty of this from time to time and in one way or another. I'm no different. As I prepare to move on from my post at the cathedral, I'm very aware of thoughts in my mind that would very much like to stay put, thank you very much. It's safe. I found a comfortable groove in the cathedral because I know it and it knows me. And my colleagues and all the people are lovely. Well, there's something womb-like about it. There's something womb-like about wanting to stay put in our comfortable, safe worlds. They surround us, nourish us, and closet us away from the outside world with its alien sights and strange noises. We remain snuggled in and peaceful, and yet in this familiar and cosy space, there is no room to grow. We only ever believe in what we are surrounded by, forever afraid of the shadows and the half-formed shapes outside, with the voices we cannot discern or recognize. There has to be a birth. There has to be a dying to the old way of being, however comfortable it is. For there to be a birth of the new, there must be a death of the old. And then the new becomes the old, and so on the cycle continues. This is the very pattern of God's creation since the very beginning, at an atomic and subatomic level, the old making way for the new. But that newness grows out of the old. It doesn't straight replace it. It transcends and includes it. What came before becomes part of the something new. It is changed, but still part of that newness in all its messiness and order and disorder, its triumphs and failures, its goodnesses and echoes of destruction, its love and concern and trepidation. We grow when we face our fears of change. We expand our minds, our hearts and souls. We become more. There is space within us, a capacity to become more than we were, to have life in its fullest, to experience life in abundance, to embrace what God has always wanted to give us. As I leave the womb of the Mother Church of this diocese, this wonderful place of worship, prayer and companionship, I know that I will include it all in the newness, the change that I'm about to encounter. The patterns of my life now will die, and new forms will spring forth from the embers of what was before. At this unique point in history, at this time of birth pangs, do you see places where, for all of us, the old must be allowed to die and new life begin to flourish? What now must pass away in this church, in society, in your lives? What is waiting to be born? So that's me, Reverend Ben Edwards, signing out from these reflections. I hope you have enjoyed all of those that I've provided. I've enjoyed doing them, and I've enjoyed talking to you about them too. So God bless and goodbye.